Alright, you guys. So for today's video, there is a bit of spoilers for those that have not caught up in the manga just yet. So just to let you guys know, you have been warned, so don't say I spoiled. Now, for today's video, I wanted to talk about Black Clover. Again, like I said, I love Black Clover. It's a really good series. And for those of you that are keeping up with the anime, another episode just came out, and in the episode, it actually got me thinking. Now, I do recommend you guys watch it because it is canon to the series that explains what's going on in the manga, or at least explains what happened in the 6 months before the manga. But what got me thinking more than any of that crap was how William Vangeance is the absolute biggest disappointment in all of Black Clover, in my opinion. Like, I mean, I am just so damn disappointed and what he is and what he has become. I mean, it just thinking about it. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. I mean, just honestly, just sitting over here thinking about it, just honestly start to kind of irritate me. Just thinking about how disappointing this man can be. I mean, just how bad can you get? Now, okay, I'm gonna explain why. Okay, check this out, right? So, William Vengeance is the captain of the Golden Dawn, and just in his first appearance alone, he comes in there as a badass coming on in this tree, and we find out that his magic is literally titled the World Tree Magic. You know, the same tree in Norse mythology that holds all of the 9 realms, or even countless realms if you go like Marvel and stuff like that, and even in some of the lore. So this guy has essentially a extremely powerful type of magic, and on top of it, he is, like I said, the captain of the Golden Dawn. You know what I'm saying? The Golden Dawn that at the time was supposed to be the strongest Magic Knight squad, which made sense considering you had people like Longers that had spatial powers that pretty much bypassed durability. Characters like that had the Wind Spirit, and Klaus and Mimosa, like all these royals at top of that, the nobles and stuff that automatically have a lot more power, and he's supposed to be the strongest amongst them all, like the other captains are. But no, in fact, he comes to disappointment. Like it's just so damn disappointing. Now, I just want y'all to kind of go into Naruto. I know, even as a Black Clover fan, I do hate when people try and compare Naruto a good bit, but at the same time, you kind of have to in certain situations because it's clear the similarities. Now, just think about how badass Hashirama is. Okay, let's just take a moment to appreciate the wood god, the god of shinobi. Okay, he was a extremely badass character that had a pretty basic power, which is literally just wood. Not even world tree, just wood magic, wood jutsu. Sorry, but he still did a lot of stuff, such as the fact that he possessed sage powers. By the way, broken as hell, and the fact that he was literally going around creating wood clones. You know what I'm saying? It was just so damn badass. Like he was literally creating 5 wood clones, being able to utilize wood in various ways and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to say that William needs to be like as powerful as Hashirama like that. I don't want anyone to say like he needs to be extremely broken or anything like that, or like that in the Black Clover series. But he could at least be as creative. I mean, for crying out loud, like I said, you have Hashirama going around creating like these big ass golems and stuff that are like the size of Madara's fucking perfect Susanoo, and we're wrestling with it. Wood dragons and stuff like that that wrapped around it. Like it's almost like he's literally like using like wood creation magic from Fairy Tale or something. Like it's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. Now, like we should have got all that, but no. Instead, they gave us essentially a fucking Yamato. Like really? That's basically what they gave us. They gave us William is like the Yamato of fucking Black Clover. I mean, for crying out loud, we get Yamato and find out he's a wood style after seeing what Hashirama can do, and you find out that oh well, he's just actually some clone that's absolutely pathetic compared to even the fucking Edo clones, Edo Hashirama stuff that came in. He just can't really do anything. Like it's just sad. And William's just like that. Now, let's also think, okay. So I also got thinking, like just to make him a little bit better, let's look at a character like Mars, okay? Mars came in, he was very early on in the series, but one of the cool aspects of him was the fact that he could literally use two types of magic because thanks to the Diamond Kingdom science, they fused two grimoires together and made them two. Now, why can't they do the same thing for William in a similar sense? I mean, for crying out loud, think about it. He was bonded to Patri. Like, Patri essentially possessed him. Now, think about all the other elves and stuff that essentially use, like, the same magic or similar magic and could just simply amp up the other, whoever they were possessing magic. They could have did the same thing with that. But, you know what I'm saying? Or at bare minimum, instead of that, because they could switch personality and were more like, kind of like more like roommates inside of their soul. Imagine if William managed, especially because he said that they've managed to keep at least some of the elven power. Imagine if all of a sudden William now has the ability to use some of Patri's magic on top of that. Like his grimoire just now has pages of like light magic on top of it, which wouldn't be that bad considering the World Tree does have like in certain lore has like realms of just pure light. So it would be pretty cool if he just all of a sudden had spells and stuff that allows him to use some of Patri's light magic. Like that would be cool. I mean, one of the greatest spells that we see him use was his World Tree magic. Great. And I'm not even gonna try. Okay, I ain't gonna try. It's like missile time. Okay. I'm awful, but you know, he uses one of these great magicry that literally just pretty much wiped out all of the remaining like Diamond Kingdom generals and soldiers in like one fell swoop. Like it wasn't even much of an effort, but at the same time, you find out the only reason why he even did this in the first place was because he literally didn't even utilize his own magic. It's just spreading out vines throughout the entire battlefield that was sucking up the magic or utilizing the magic of all of the other Spade Kingdom soldiers and stuff that were there. So it's essentially a spell that utilizes other people's magic and it ends up there. Now, but it takes time. Like he can't just use it instantly. Like, but imagine if he could though. That's all I'm saying. Then to make it worse, because a lot of stuff, the filler that happened in the anime is actually canon. They kind of tried to make it seem like he's kind of like a equal or somewhat rival to Yami, like more like a friendly rivalry, not like what Yami has with like Jack, where they're always trying to really somewhat kill each other, see who's actually strong. No, but it was kind of like a friendly rival. Like they were both seen as kind of like outcasts and stuff like that because of William's face and all that stuff, and Yami being a foreigner from another world. Like it all just kind of mixed up. But you see after the time skip, even though William possesses Patri's elven magic and should have been training as well for 6 months and all that stuff, and even through the anime flashback we've seen, he's clearly extremely devoted and wants to actually protect his kingdom. But after the 6 month time skip, you have Yami over here showing out these brand new spanking moves and showing just how much he's surpassed him to the point he's literally over there taking on 60% Dante, okay, and actually managed to somewhat win and hold his own, while William, on the other hand, is over there getting off fucking screen. Who does that? Okay, we didn't even get to see him fight. All we got to see was him being like, bruh, don't fight this dude. One of the Golden Dawn gets taken down. He's like, oh, now I gotta fight him. And then immediately, after like another chapter goes by, seeing what Yuno and them is doing, we see him come down at the end of the chapter and he's beaten, and Zeno literally never even took his hand out of his pocket. Like, are you kidding me? That's how you gonna do this, man? That's how you gonna do it. Like, god damn, just how disappointing can that be? When the moment you think he might do something, he gets fatherized off screen. Listen, guys, now I understand that at the end, he did manage to use his World Tree magic to literally essentially heal or at least keep alive the Golden Dawn members who hadn't already died. But yet again, bruh, after the 6 months, I'm not saying he had to win, because I'm glad that he lost, but I don't like the way he lost. Like, it would have been so cool to see William fighting off against Zeno for like a good chapter or so, like Yami did, and even though he loses in the end, forcing him to use like 50 or 55%, it would have been better than what the fuck we got. Now, I don't know if Tabata just don't really give a fuck about anyone outside of the Black Bulls and other various characters that are close to the Black Bulls, and maybe that's why he's getting done dirty, but I just don't like it. And I think he's a huge ass disappointment. Okay, there, I said it. I thought he was gonna be something better. Okay, I actually, as soon as he made his pin, I'm like, and he's the captain of the strongest team, I'm like, oh, he gonna whoop ass, and he never does, and it's so disappointing. Now, I'm gonna end it. I really want you guys, like I said, I really hope you guys like the video and comment exactly what you think of this man. Like honestly, like, because if your opinion is like me, and when you get introduced to him at first, you think he's actually gonna be like this really powerful mage or whatnot, almost Hashirama like in terms of badassery, and then you kind of turn around and he's just this practical pussy, basically, and just doesn't do anything significant in the entire story. Just let me know how you guys feel about that, because I'm disappointed in it, but maybe you guys feel something different. So just comment below, leave a like, and comment what you guys think in the video below. And I will be making on other projects, so be on the lookout for that. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you. Peace.